Hi, guys. Well, welcome to the Truth Factor, where we do headlines with an attitude. I got to share that wonderful, amazing testimony earlier, and we're back really quick. Mainly, I came back because one, Christy was going to give me her number for Team Angel, and I ended the stream and forgot, and I think she forgot too. And my apologies, Christy. I want to tell you I'm sorry. My email is rmt27thomas@aim.com. Sister, if you don't make this stream, if you want to leave your number in my email, if you don't want to leave it in the email, I mean, I would think that would be safer than putting it here on YouTube. But if you want to put it in this chat right now, hopefully you'll see that I'm live. If not, again, my apologies. But here is another live for an opportunity, and I apologize. I do. But if you put your number in here or in the comment section, and then after I write it down, delete it. I don't know. I don't know how we can do this. I don't want it just floating around in cyberspace. But my email address is rmt27thomas@aim.com. So anyway, we do have some headlines, though. There is an article from Hal Turner. Hi, Mary. How are you, sister? An important article, I think, from Hal Turner that we're going to get right into, guys. And it appears that we could be on the brink of war with NATO, right? NATO could be on the brink of war with Russia. Imagine. I think we've been on the brink of war for some time now. But there's an article from War News 247. Apparently, there was an incident not too long ago. And so I think a couple of days ago, guys, when I was in the mountains, I didn't have service. So we couldn't do any streams. I wanted to, but I couldn't. I could hardly talk on the phone. And that's the truth. Anyway, let's get into these headlines, guys. And I'm going to make sure I share that because I think there is a video to watch in one of these. I don't know. When you share entire screen, it does this. It turns it off. Well, we got it fixed, right? No. Hello, Pastor Sam. How are you? Good to see you, brother. Okay. So here is the first article, guys. This here is the one that I think, if you haven't seen it, you should see it. Listen up. We have Hal Turner, tractor trailer carrying nuclear warheads on the move, North Dakota. A tractor trailer carrying nuclear warheads was caught on video Saturday afternoon in North Dakota. The truck was being escorted by local police, military police, armed military troops, and protected overhead by helicopter gunships. Here's the brief video. So here is the video. Let's take a gander at it. Wow. Crazy. Minot Air Force Base is in North Dakota is the most well-known nuclear missile base in the area of the country. All the missiles in that base are already armed. So why the additional warheads? Under Barack Obama, the U.S. nuclear arsenal was made much smaller. Missiles that had previously carried 10 multiple independent re-entry vehicles were reduced to only one warhead. Perhaps the U.S. is reinstalling multiple warheads on our existing missiles. Why would they be doing that unless they're expecting an actual nuclear war? And then his personal remark says, and expect one, they should, given the meddling that we've done in Ukraine and the harshest economic sanctions ever imposed against Russia are all adding up to the U.S. being hit by Russia. Of course, the American people remain blissfully unaware, and that the government has us all on a threshold of actual nuclear war. They're unaware because the mass media has utterly failed to do its job of reporting actual news. The mass media seems more interested in severely mentally ill who think, We won't go continue, but anyway, um, yeah. So, I think that's huge, guys. I don't know what you guys think. It might just be another day in North Dakota, though. I don't live in North Dakota. I don't know how rare that is. If it's a commonplace, if it's not commonplace, I don't know. All of these articles are in the description and the links in the box below. There's a bonus article, the very last article, guys. I'm not going to share it here, but it's there for your viewing pleasures. Okay. But let's just say there's um, lots of boxes of stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So then we have NATO planning for 3.5 million to serve if the war with Russia starts. In the event of a direct war with Russia, the NATO military bloc will utilize 300,000 troops already on the border with Russia in the first month. NATO will then attract up to 3.5 million troops, according to Admiral Rob Bauer, the head of the military committee of the North Atlantic Alliance. So where do they think they're going to get those 3.5 million troops? Why, you and your children, of course, ready to go fight and die for the armpit of the Eastern Europe, Ukraine. Admiral Bauer noted that NATO's new regional defense plans involve further reinforcements on the borders with Russia in case of a possible confrontation. If they attack, we must be ready. So we need more militaries at a high level readiness, and that's not something that can be done overnight. They will need training, weapons, ammunition, everything else. Therefore, we are talking about 300,000 military personnel at a high level of readiness. In total, NATO countries, together with Finland and Sweden, have 3.5 million troops, said Bauer. Rattling sabers will not help. Sooner or later, Russia will complete its plan for its northern military district, and NATO knows about this. NATO, the clown force, defeated by horseback riders from Afghani caves. Okay. Anyway. Interesting, huh? Okay. As I said, there was this article from War News 247. This was put out on the 15th, just a couple of days late, guys, but my apologies. Like I said, we've been in an area that didn't have service, which was a blessing because then, hey, didn't have your nose stuck in a phone, which I wasn't going to have my nose stuck in a phone because I was praying and all that good stuff. But I was not able to look at news or anything. So this is really actually new to me, but maybe not to you. But anyway, British media were on the brink of Russia-NATO war. The Su-27 opens fire on the RAF RC 135 with 30 crew. In September 2022, the actions of Russian fighter could cause a world war, said the British analyst. Professor Emeritus at the University of Buckingham, Anthony Glees argues that Great Britain could invoke the famous Article 5 of the NATO Charter, which provides for armed intervention by all countries of the alliance in the event an attack against any member country. If the plane had been shot and the people had been killed, we would have had to react. Who knows how this would have ended, said the British professor. Almost a year later, the British press again began to study the scenario of a fatal accident between Russia and a NATO member country. Why? Russian analysts comment that probably in the UK, they do not know how such a conflict could end up for Great Britain itself and the British people. Otherwise, there would be no point in the British side re-examining an event that resulted in no casualties and ended without consequences. The delicate balance that exists in conditions of war, such as one being waged in Ukraine, are confirmed by the revelation of a thriller that unfolded in September 2022 over the Black Sea when a Russian pilot in the S-27 tried to shoot down a British spy plane and with a crew of 30. Although the time of the Russian Ministry of Defense attributed the launch of the two missiles to a technical error, a version accepted by London, the British media reports today suggest that the Russian pilot's action was deliberate and the downing was only avoided because he missed. The BBC, citing 3 Western defense sources, say Russian intercepts recorded by the RAF's RC-135 show the Russian pilot believed he had been given permission to lock on and eventually push the button aimed at the British plane carrying 30 people on a controversial order from a Russian base. However, the co-pilot of the Su-27 didn't understand the same and ended up cursing the co-pilot when he fired the first missile in the incident that happened on September 29, 2022. According to one of the sources cited by BBC, when the Russian fighter approached the RAF spy plane, its pilots had heard a command in the spirit of "You have the target" phrase, which one of the two interpreted as a green light to launch the missile. The controversial way in which the order was given shows a high degree of amateurism by those involved. The same source pointed out, explaining that NATO member states, the language used in the event of a request to fire is given very precisely and clearly. Did you realize what you did? The pilot reportedly told the co-pilot, who, despite this reaction, pressed the button to launch the second of the air-to missile, which fortunately did not find their target. So anyway, so they're talking about an incident that obviously took place last year in September, but nothing happened, thank God. But you can see how close and how high emotions are that people are firing, asking questions later, right? And it could have escalated that day. It really could have, but God has blessed them and kept them from escalations, right? On Friday. Oh, well, I think a lot of other people should have been ticked off about that. Let me see if I can find an article, Pastor Sam, for that. Let's see if we can find a quick article. I was out of town, so I did not see that. Hold on. Mexico City. Making sure I saw that right.
Not too bad though.
Okay. Wow. Oh, mercy. Thank you, Pastor Sam. That's crazy. Okay, so let me share this. That is absolutely crazy. I did not know that. Thank you so very much for sharing that, Pastor Sam. I appreciate it. Like I said, I have been so busy. We've been out of town, and I have not scoured the news except for I saw the few headlines from Hal Turner, and I wanted to get that information to you guys ASAP. Okay, so we've got to cover this, guys. Thank you again, Pastor Sam. I appreciate that. Okay, so the Russian regiment participants in a Mexico Independence Day military parade sparking backlash from Ukraine. Why is nobody here saying anything? I don't know. I guess, it's okay. You guys go march in whatever parade you want. It's just a parade, right? I don't know. It seems Russia is truly at our back door. The participation of the Russian regime in Mexico's 213th Independence Day celebration has stirred diplomatic tensions with Oskar Dramateska and the Ukrainian ambassador to Mexico, openly criticizing President Andrei Manuel Lopez Obrador's neutrality stance. The traditional military parade on September 16th, held in Zocalo of Mexico City, saw several foreign delegations marching, including the historic Russian Preobrazhensky Regiment, according to the Russian embassy in Mexico. This regiment, founded in 1691 during Peter and the Great Sign, played a significant role in several historical wars, such as the Northern, I don't know. Anyway, so to get the rest of the story, I guess I want you to subscribe. But wow, that's crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, absolutely just crazy. Man, I don't even know what to think about that one. You have one in Spanish. Mercy. Goodness sakes. Okay, Rip Curl. Hello, Daryl. Mercy. Hello, Miss Mary again. Goodness sakes. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Man, you go away for a few days and you got Russia knocking on the door, right? Wow. Okay. So then this here says this is developing. India races to contain an outbreak of a deadly Nipah virus. Now, guys, I've never heard of this, but I know I probably don't want to hear about it. Health officials in India have shuttered schools, offices, and public transport and are testing hundreds of people in the effort to track and contain an outbreak of Nipah virus that has killed 2 people, but can kill as many as 3 and 4 people if it infects, and has been flagged by experts as having the potential to seed a new pandemic. Nipah is a rare, potentially deadly virus that was discovered in 1999 after an outbreak among pigs and pig farmers in Malaysia and Singapore. Okay, guys, so now you know you've got a new virus for pigs, as if we didn't have enough viruses out there attacking our food chain. Now we have this one to worry about as well, right? So Nipah is a zoonotic virus, meaning it can spread from animals to humans and can affect humans through direct contact with an infected animal or their bodily fluids, or after eating contaminated food, such as fruit products contaminated with urine or saliva from infected bats. Again, there's those bats, right? Case of human-to-human transmission of the Nipah have also been reported during the past outbreak, particularly among the families and caregivers of the infected people. In humans, symptoms typically arise between a few days and 2 weeks after the infection, according to the World Health Organization. Through periods as long as 45 days have been reported, and it is possible people may be infectious during this time. Nipah symptoms typically start with fever, headache, and signs of respiratory illness like coughing that can rapidly worsen to brain swelling, to encephalitis, and seizures that lead to coma within a day or 2. Wow, guys, it's crazy, guys. Wow. So, guys, we want to pray against this Nipah, that's for sure. And we pray they get it under control in India. All right. There is that lovely article, guys. We won't read, but that is the article that is in the description of the box below, the very last article. I can't read it here, but it's a doozy of one, right? Things that make you go, huh? Anyway, so then we also have Australia's 5th largest bank just announced it will scrap cash transactions in all its branches. Australia's 5th largest bank has announced it's scrapping cash transaction in all of its branches, outraging customers and consumer advocates. So, guys, this is my thing. If people are so outraged, go get your money out of the bank. Tell them however they're going to give it to you. You're not taking it just in a digital form. That you worked for your money and you want it in a check form, whatever you got to have, but you want it, you're going to close out your account. That's what I would do. That's my answer. Don't let them dictate where your money's going to be or how you're going to have it. It seems like they're trying to do a fast one here. Again, this is in Australia, but guys, it's coming everywhere, right? It's coming to a bank near you. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, I don't see Christy popping in over here, so my apologies, Christy. If you see this video after we end it, I hope you will reach out via the email, and we will hopefully get her that number. Anyway, God is good. I may ask her if I can just post her number again one more time. And that way you can get it, maybe make a special video just with her number or something. But we'll see. She had some strange things happen the other night, so I don't know if she's going to be so eager to give her information out again. Just saying. So I don't know, but we will see. Anyway, hopefully you'll email me and I'll get you her phone number or give her your phone number, whatever, and we'll go from there. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you guys so much for popping back in here. Yeah, no cash. Absolutely. Absolutely, Rip Curl. 100%. I agree 100%. I mean, absolutely. It's crazy. Absolutely. Don't allow them to dictate to you what you're going what's up. You got to to push back, guys. You can't just lay down and take it. Yeah, just a little headache and some brain swelling, right? Rip Curl, that's crazy. So again, pray about that nip stuff. We don't want it to come over here. Strangely, oddly enough, it comes, it attacks animals too, you know, another thing to worry about for our food chain. Just where is all these things coming from all at once? You know, you got to ask yourself. Just saying. Anyway, God bless you guys. I love y'all. I know. we better be paying attention, right? We've been talking about it for a long time. Everyone, everywhere, right? Rip Girl. I mean, everybody's been mentioning these things, and people, you know, choose to call us conspiracy theorists. But you know, here we see all of these things unfolding. But and a lot of people still want to call you a conspiracy theorist. Well, whatever, you know. But here we are, and here it is. That is it. Many have. Exactly, Daryl. Exactly. 100%. Anyway, guys, I love you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I don't know what does anybody think about that craziness, the North Dakota article? What do y'all think about that? Let me pull that up real quick. Because maybe somebody was joined in late. But I'm really curious, you know. What do you guys make of this? I mean, I don't know if any of you guys are military or not, but do you think that, I mean, does that happen all the time in North Dakota? I mean, I don't know. We watched the video, guys, so it was pretty interesting, but I don't know what to think, guys. Tractor trailer carrying nuclear warheads on the move, you know, with all that military and police and air support. Yeah. They ain't gonna do that. That's their side. That's our sidekick, you know. That's who they're gonna team up with when things go crazy. Anyway, I was just curious. Nobody wants to comment what you guys think. I really am. I mean, that's pretty alarming, I think. You know, I saw it and I was just like, wow. Just wow. I don't know. We don't live in North Dakota, so I mean, I've seen stuff come in and out of bases before, but I don't think I've ever seen that much protection. So, you know, it was something big. You know, it was something big. And you don't even have a clue, Daryl, huh? I know. I don't know what to think about that, but I'll tell you. Yeah, we're in Indiana. We don't know nothing about North Dakota, do we? We can't. And I don't live close. We don't live close to a base here. You know, there's a National Guard Armory up there. Now I'll tell you, got some pretty interesting pictures, I think, before we left, but of some preparation that has been building up. I'd say over the last month, slowly, but I will try and have those pictures queued maybe for a stream on Monday, the good Lord willing. We've got lots of things happening. Crane Naval Base is close to you. Have you ever seen any movement like that with all that all of that escort? I don't know. Interesting. Anyway. All right, guys. I love you all. I mean, I've seen stuff. I lived close to Barksdale in Louisiana, Shreveport Barksdale Base, and drove by Clarksville, the 101st Airborne Base, and I've seen things go in and out, but I can't say. I mean, yeah, with military escort, but not with military and police and air support. I think I have seen something with air support once, but not like that. I don't think. I don't know. It's been a long time, guys, since I've actually was close to a base where you saw stuff, transactions take place like that. But I don't know. Things that make you go, That's all I can say. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, we've seen those, goodness sakes, the huge helicopters. I can't think what they're called right now. We've seen a whole bunch of them here, but I haven't seen anything like that. That's for sure. So I'll tell you, keep your head on a swivel, right? Stay prayed up and prepped. Pray and prep. Pray and prep. And my best prepping is praying. That's the best way to prepare. I fight my battles on my knees, guys, in prayer. Anyway, an osprey. Chinook, Daryl. It was Chinooks. I couldn't think of it a second ago, but when you said osprey, Chinooks. I've seen a few Chinooks around here. We've seen quite a few. We haven't seen any in a minute, it seems like. We've heard some when we're downstairs, but I haven't been outside. I don't run upstairs to check them out. But anyway. All right, guys. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed Sunday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. We'll see you all on Monday. God bless you. Bye.